What is up, chocolatiers? R.I.P. to the GOAT. He's gone. Actually, he's gone. So this will be Daredevil episode 7. Spoiler cast, breakdown, whatever you want to call it, whatever this show is. A little after show that I've been doing every week. So if you've been the one person tuning in, it's probably myself. I probably clicked on this video to get it one view. Thank you. So we've been here for whatever reason. I think episode 4 really blew up at like 20-30 views. It's not a lot for me, but it was a lot for me considering how these views have been. Just thank you for that. And then 5 and 6 went down the drain. So it is later than usual recording. I look half asleep for a reason. Bear with me on that one. So this episode, definitely my least favorite. A lot happened, but a lot didn't happen. So let's go and get to the recap that we usually do. So basically Matt's in the shower, right? His girlfriend gets in the shower with him, and Matt is showing her his baton, if you know what I mean. And so after their little sesh, he's getting dressed, ready to go to work. You know, he's still reeling with the fact that he suited up the night before, took down Muse. And she's kind of like on the fence. She's like, what's going on? You're holding all this trauma behind, wherever it's at. They kind of have like a brief argument, but everything's good and whatever. He goes in, talks to everybody's favorite 2 side characters, Cherry and whatever the black girl's name is, because they're just so memorable. And so I only remember Cherry, by the way, because his name is Cherry. I'm like, come on now. And so talks to him, and basically he's like, hey, I need you to like investigate and look for Muse and help me out a little bit, you know, because he's a serial killer. And so Cherry goes, no. The fuck? We're trying to save lives, dude. What are you doing? Okay, so he wants to quit being Daredevil, whatever. Meanwhile, Fisk is now over here finding out that Daredevil's back. He's doing that little dog meme where he's looking out the window and he's like that. He's confused. He's a little scared because he's like, oh shit, Daredevil's back. So this episode also was super short because now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of it until we get a fight. Like literally this episode's so short unless I'm missing something. So the only other thing that happens in this episode, which I'm going to go and cover now before I cover the big thing, Vanessa basically talks to the guy who talked to Fisk like a dog. And was it last week's episode or something like that? A couple weeks ago, something like that. And basically, she tells him where Fisk is at the end of the episode. He gets killed. So clearly she was setting him up, to be killed or whatever. And so that's kind of how the episode ends. But in between, what we get is this. So Muse is fully revealed. It is the guy that we thought it was. And he goes to Matt's, girlfriend, whatever, like at the therapy session. And he reveals to her that he is Muse, he is the killer, and he wants to do a murder and then kill himself. Okay, and so she's gonna be his final hoorah, his final piece. You get the tarp out, he's cut her arm, whole 9 yards. And something I haven't seen that I don't think I've seen in this show ever. Daredevil has a morning fight scene, just bright fucking daylight. He busts through that damn glass. He beats the shit out of Muse. They're fighting back and forth. Shoots like a little baton thing through his arm. Pulls him through, fighting him. He gets up after beating the hell out of Matt. I guess beating the hell out of Matt is, whatever. He hits him. He also reveals before his fight even starts that he took Taekwondo from like this so that's how he could fight. That's how they were kind of giving that off. But his woman gets up and she shoots the fuck out of Muse. And so I was like, oh. Get up. He didn't. So this motherfucker's dead, and I've kind of got a problem with that. So what's the plot? Because I was on the fence first couple episodes, not about the plot, but more kind of like, okay, where's the show going? We kind of had like the filler episode, which is episode 5, which actually really wasn't a filler because they called back to it a lot about the bank robbery thing. But I just think it's just so damn weird, man. It's just so odd to me that the main villain that they set up, which they really didn't set up till last week, they showed him briefly like paint and stuff, but you really show him off last week. he's already dead within another 30 minutes. And it's just weird because I thought we were building up to like this whole, like, maybe this scene happens in the last episode, something like that. So we know Punisher's coming back. There's 2 episodes left. Is this going to be one of these situations where, like, next week Punisher, like, they're going to do that storyline and, you know, take down, like, the task force? Or, like, that's all I can think of, because I don't want to see him try to fight Fisk again. I'm just confused because, like, I thought Muse was the main villain. And it's episode 7, he's dead. So, like I said, not loving that. I wish we'd got more of him at least earlier in the season. Because as soon as they start building him up and kind of going, okay, this is what he's all about. He's creepy, he's weird, he's, you know, whatever. He's dead. And so, we kept hearing rumors he might show up in season 2. But if he does, it's a fucking copycat. This dude is dead. Because even like that, when he got shot, I kept holding out faith going, okay, he's going to get back up. He'll get back up, that, or like his body will be gone. No, like Fisk and them come back, like, to this crime scene like an hour plus later, and his body's still laying there. I do like the theme of him dying on his own canvas because he looks like he's like the painting or whatever. But yeah, this was definitely a weaker episode for me for sure. I actually preferred the bank one over this one, mainly because it's scaring me a little bit. It's doing the Disney Plus thing, where it's just kind of getting rushed. Like, you show me a villain that you've kind of been teasing, but not really. He dies already. It feels like this was the regular finale, and I think that we were hearing that the next 2 episodes and the first episode that aired were like the overhauls. So I don't know what they're going to do. Like I said, I'm assuming that Punisher stuff is going to tie with something, but just to think that there's a high chance this could have been like how the show ended. It was like, damn, they said, fuck. Just like that. It's just weird. But yeah, still loving the show. This show did not make the drop in quality for me at all. There's always that one episode where you're like, whatever. I'm hyped for Punisher to come back. I'm assuming it's got to be the next 2 episodes. I mean, there's literally only 2 left. I'm on the fence, though. I think it might just be the finale. I'm on the fence. Because my thing about how cool that would be for the finale, like, into next week's episode, would, like, you know, I could see that being the case, but I guess we'll see. And with that, I guess I will call it short here because, you know, it's late as hell. But this show is so amazing, so well done. I love the Vanessa and Fisk stuff this episode. I did love the stuff with Matt at the beginning of the episode. You know, we were showing her a baton. But it's just all the Muse stuff I wish I loved more. Wish they'd have done more with it. Well, they might. You never know. He might get up out of the body bag. He might be a mutant. We never know. And with that, please like and subscribe for more. And comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this episode. And I will catch you guys on the next one.